There is too much sky above the Lincolnshire fens, and the uninterrupted horizon sprawls without end. The dreary flatness of the treeless land is relieved but little by the roads, which run on banks higher than the black fields, sometimes alongside wide, deep drainage ditches, the lumbering clouds chasing their clumsy shadows across the empty distance. Merle drives her little red car on such a fenland road that seems to run forever into nowhere, wishing the featureless miles away and the day gone. She loathes these duty visits to Uncle Stanley, shared out exactly and grudgingly between herself and her sisters. It is madness for him to be living out here alone at such an age, but he will not move, and from a vinegared sense of duty, the three sisters each make their reluctant and separate visits. "The old bastard," says Merle, but does not hear herself, because Merle does not use such language. When will she get there? The dashboard clock is broken, so Merle looks at her wristwatch, shaking it down her arm a little so she can see it beyond the cuff of her jacket. She still has an hour of driving, she reckons, and looks up and there is a cyclist almost in front of her. Merle swerves, but even so almost catches him with the passenger side of the car. She drives on, her heart beating furiously, glancing into the rearview mirror. The cyclist is toppled onto the grass verge, but is getting up and retrieving his bicycle. "Oh, prick," says Merle, but again does not hear, as that word in that sense is not in Merle's lexicon. She smiles vindictively. The smile fades. He might have scratched her little red car. Cyclists are so irresponsible, and a complete hazard to responsible and considerate road users, such as herself. In the rearview mirror, the cyclist is a dwindling patch of neon yellow, tiny now. Good riddance, thinks Merle. Merle forgets the incident, content to dwell upon her dull errand, the lack of gratitude the old man will show her. Not that she does this for gratitude, and the emptiness of the scenery. Some miles on, she stops at a level crossing, one of many on the roads of this flat landscape, as the warning lights flash and the barriers drop. A goods train approaches, immensely long, and Merle drums her fingers on the steering wheel as the train crawls towards the crossing and rattles by interminably. In the rearview mirror, something snags Merle's eye. Way back, a long way back, a tiny flash of yellow. Merle peers and squints. Is that the same cyclist? No, almost certainly not, as he must be far behind by now. It must be another cyclist. But has she passed another? No, she has not, because Merle is a very observant driver. It is the same cyclist, she is sure. Merle fidgets in her seat. Although it had been the cyclist's fault she almost hit him, she doubts he will see it like that. They seldom do. So it is best to avoid any potential unpleasantness. How much longer will the train take to pass? She watches the mirror. The cyclist seems to be moving very fast, but it is so difficult to judge, as the flat landscape offers little perspective against which to judge speed or distance. "Come on," she mutters, unconsciously tapping the accelerator. The train passes by, and slowly the barriers raise, and the road is open. Merle pulls away more sharply than she might, pleased to see that the cyclist is still some distance back, yet riding very fast, she thinks.